Okay, hello, my name is Jazmine Salpinter, and I'm a youth advocate. Um, so what brought me into care is that my parents couldn't fully take care of me and my sisters. My mom dealt with drugs and depression, and my dad couldn't take care of himself, so nor will be able to take care of us as three girls. Since my mom dealt with depression and drugs, she couldn't pay the bills, so they cut off the water and electricity. Um, and while that was happening, when they cut it off, we was basically have water and electricity for quite some time, like months before Social Security, so child protectors was being called, and when the social work and when the day finally came, when the social work came and took me and my sisters, um, they sent us to a foster family. We was all together in Modesto. I really loved that placement because I was away from family. Um, I wanted time to kind of reflect and then just kind of get away from negative people in my family. Um, so that I only stayed there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like almost a month basically, until my auntie from my dad's side decided to take me and my sisters in. I didn't want to live there because she just wanted the money, and I didn't like her daughter, which is my cousin. And before we moved there, before we officially moved there, we was there for 4th of July, and she every time we would ask her, can we stay there after that for a couple of days, and she seems like she had an attitude with that, which what our dad told us about. Um, I'm still in care. I'm about to age out next week on Wednesday, on April 22nd. I've been in care since 2015. I was also in foster care when I was a little kid. I didn't know much about that when I was little. I didn't even know. I thought it was normal to live with your aunt. My time in care has been all right. Um, I just wish they had people that care for me and my sisters, because we feel like we will feel like someone is hearing us, someone's taking our side. Is always like you're taking the adult side and you're never taking our side. Um, when I used to live with my auntie, she will always blame our mom for not taking care of us and not our dad. She'll be kind of bashing her and be like, this your mom drugs, this and that, and never was our dad's fault. It's both parties. My mom didn't have us alone. Um, she went as far as saying how did we was having a conversation about cleaning and stuff like that, and she had the nerve to say, how did you have a clean house when you don't have any water or electricity? And me and my sister took that offensive because it's kind of you coming out of my mom's character, and that was kind of rude for you to say. It wasn't your place to say it. um she didn't apologize after that either, so she thought she was in the right, but she wasn't. When it's always she'll do little things that she'll never apologize. My family never apologized for anything they say. They always think they're right, and since we're kids, we gotta obey by them. Um, when I so it was an incident or time when I asked her for money for school because there was this little thing going on, a little multicultural thing, people bringing food around their culture, and me and my sister wanted to participate in that. And I asked her, can I have money for school? And she told me that she doesn't have it, But then when like later on that day, like she came back with like groceries and stuff, and in my head like I thought you didn't have money, because when I used to my mom said she didn't have money, like we didn't have money to buy groceries or anything. And she gave me and my sister $6, which we're twins, and like $6 ain't gonna do nothing. We couldn't even buy as much as what like we really wanted, like some mac and cheese or like some Hawaiian, like Tongan and Samoan food. Um, we have to get like something that's cheap, like $2, something like that. The one thing I would say she did well is that she kept the water and electricity. We had a roof over our head, and that's the one thing I was proud of. I had time to turn my phone and watch TV and things like that. So yeah, the one thing that could have done like that she could have done differently was communication. All of her communication was kind of horrible, but like hers was even bad, because she wasn't that good at talking to people, and she wasn't that good. She's not good as like approachable. Like I'd be scared to approach her on things. So like if I wanted to go to like a place, like I wanted to go to Rock and Jump that my high school was doing, and I asked her like a couple days in advance, can she take me and my sister to go, and things like that. And then the day of, like she will be like, oh, I'm doing something or things like that, and we had to ask our friend to take us, and they wish they did, but it's like communication is not that good. Like she will either like forget, or I like she forget, and then like the next day like she'll be like, so what was that thing that you wanted to do? And I'm like, it was yesterday, it's already passed, like you don't have to worry about it. And I feel like she did that so she won't have to put money in or anything like that. So it was kind of annoying. And even with like incidents with like, we had a lot of incidents in that house, like with our social workers. Like we'll tell social workers how we feel, like how we feel towards her, and basically she will like come back to us and tell us, basically come back and tell us like what we told a social worker, and it got on our nerves, and we didn't trust a social worker at the time, and it was just like a division in the house. I was so glad that like we moved out, like because she's so like, she doesn't, when she approach people, she approach people with like attitude, like not like soft, or have a soft tone. Like she has like a rude tone to it, and it makes like people be like, it makes me feel like she is belittling me. So that was like my time like living there. Like the tips that I would give you guys is be patient, because it's a new situation on whatever you guys are doing. Sometimes they probably won't talk about their experience living with whoever they was living with, a mom, auntie, cousin, anyone. Be I would say like you should let the youth be approachable. Like if the youth is not doing something that you don't like them doing, like don't like come at them aggressively. Like come at them with a nice tone. Like come with them how you want them. Like come with them how you would like them to be, how you like to be talked to. And no one likes to be talked to like it's like a young voice. Like I know there's like some people when they yell that means they love, but like sometimes that can be triggering to us because of whatever situation that we had in the past. Um, do fun things. Like we never did many fun things at the house. I don't have any fun like memory, like childhood. I had some childhood fun memories, but like it was always like not fun in the house. Don't talk bad about their parents. If you're gonna talk, if you are, like, don't just blame one parent. Like, blame both. But just in general, do not talk about their parent at all, because it's kind of like rude. Um, yeah, those are the tips that I will say. I hope you guys are having the time and you love and appreciate them. Cheers.